Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how y'all keeping? This is the ThePandaPuncher, yes, PandaPuncher, and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld Alpha 14, and in this episode we will once again for 30 minutes watch Serenity make art. Yeah, the last episode, not a pile happened, we still have the beavers that arrived, but other than that, we had a mad animal, and yeah, nothing much else really occurred. Yep, that's about it. You know what, let's just select these. Haul, and then select these and haul. Keep the dogs busy. Sure, why not? It'll keep some of our colonists busy too, but Quark and stuff are taking resources from here, and I want the resources put back in there. Simple as. Simple as. And yeah, 1600. Vlad and Cisco, they're nearly finished theirs. His art must be pretty decent. Now if we go into work and take a look at all the skills of our artist, Serenity is 19. What's her Cisco 8, Vlad is 12. So Vlad will clearly produce the superior items compared to Cisco, but then Serenity blows them out of the water. And yeah, we decided to go with a second crypto sleep casket for Rom, so we're going to send Rom and Cisco back. It just seems the most reasonable. They were both married to one of our original 5. All original 5 died. Odo, he got mauled by a warg. Kira died due to an infection or something. Dax died to a, what was it? Heatwave. Bashir was mauled by Timberwolf. And O'Brien got his head chopped off by a steel deadfall trap. So they all met pretty horrible ends. So they did. Ah well, that's RimWorld. So yeah, traders, waiting, art, etc. Deal with whatever problems come our way. And other than that, not much else to do. And we just stole that dead boar from a Timberwolf. Ha! That actually makes me laugh a wee bit. And yeah, people are hauling that stuff in. There's nothing else we really need to do at the minute. It is primarily a waiting game. I am nearly tempted that if we get close to the final amount of resources here today, that I'll call it quits. I mean, I'll do an extended video if we're getting close. It could, if say at the 30-minute mark we get our most of our plasteel or an AI persona core and we're just short, I might make it 40-50 minute episode, see if we can get it wrapped up, and if so, great. The next RimWorld video after that would be brand new colony starting from scratch, and I sincerely hope we get a map with a bit more mountain in it. This one was an interesting experience though. I mean, I tend to avoid, like the plague, the wide open maps because I'm just not a big fan of it, but it kind of worked out well. But I will probably increase the difficulty as well, just so that some interesting things happen. The fun part is in the losing, obviously. The typical DF mentality. So, why not? You know what, Apollo? There's more than enough space in there. Why don't you butcher? Good lad. See how easy that is? Once you start butchering, things are fine. You free up space, you get meat, you can make better meals. Idiot. And of course we get leather that we can sell for more money. And yeah, that's quite a bit of meat. We've still got the crappy meat from these bugs, I suppose. Not sure if they have a detrimental, I mean, this meat is meat, I assume. Insect meat. Frozen won't spoil. Probably has different like nutritional value. Nutrition 0.05 minus 30 beauty. So if that's nutrition is 0.05, we take a look at this stuff, turkey meat. Just take a look at one here, please. Can we just click the turkey meat? It's nutrition. Oh, okay, it's all the same. Never mind. Talking nonsense. Oh, I just want to see what the statue is. Hurry up and finish it, woman. He's starting a new one. He's not finished his yet, so there must be another small statue over here somewhere. There, is that one? That's Cisco. It's titled Freedom 15. It's actually good quality, which I'm surprised about. And the carving illustrates moles playing chess. The work suggests the concept of decency. The scene takes place in the middle of a town. It's kind of random. But more importantly, it's got a value of 680. I mean, can't really complain about that. So we can't. So there's all of our statues. It's only 5. I'm still adamant that, you know, there's one missing from Vlad here. Well, I can't think of where else it would have been put. Whisper has given birth. So we have a little... Oh, look, 2 little puppies. Challenge and Storm. They're fantastic names. They can be obedient trained straight away. Oh, and Euphrates. That's a brilliant name. Absolutely brilliant. So if we go to work, Cisco, you finish the statue, that is fine. So you can go back to handle, and when you're not handling, art, and then when you're not arting, clean. Done. We may need more beds soon. But actually, animals, there's no more pregnant animals, so we actually just have enough. Should probably have kibble being made. Make kibble. Higher priority. Do we? We have kibble being made from hay. Probably don't have any stored. No, we do. Never mind. Lots of it stored. And it doesn't deteriorate, so it doesn't need refrigerator, which is fantastic. And there's another component gone due to a breakdown. Probably get a series of them now. It's usually the way it goes. No breakdowns for a long time, and then all at once. Kind of like buses. It's exactly like buses. Don't you dare try to tell me it isn't. Cisco is training. That was good. And that dog was hauling at the same time. So yeah, it's handy to have the meat around because then he can easily train the animals. But are we making... What is he making there? Bulls. Fine bales. Good. I mean, we need more. And... Oh, come on, just finish this goddamn piece of art, woman. I've been waiting on it for fucking ages now. Then we can get you back onto... Actually, no, we have a limit, don't we? Go to bills here. Do until you have 2. So she's got 1 already. And then that can be just 20. Why not? Just in case, for whatever reason, we have a random burst of lots of statues. I'll just finish the goddamn work. It's all I need you to do, woman. If we get this finished and then get an exotic goods trader in, and then just sell it all and buy everything we need and get off the planet. That's been the plan now for like 5 episodes. But you take too long. You take far too long. This better be a masterpiece. If this is a masterpiece, she can take as long as she wants. We have a dry thunderstorm. I mean, most of our outside walls now are stone, but it can still hit in here very, very easily. Very easily. Okay. You know what's Serenity now? You can, you are beating fire. Where the hell's the fire? It would be there, wouldn't it? Serenity now, you can, prioritize that. Everybody else can deal with the fire. Today would be great, people. Today. There we go. Good. Now, is this statue finished? More importantly. Fuck the fire. Everything can burn down. As long as the art is saved and we have comms consoles for traders. That is all that matters. Traders from Loyalties Mesa, they are absolutely shite. They have none. And they're just going to walk through a fire? Sure, why not? Right, so then we just put the statue away. Where did it go? Here it is. It's a masterwork. Look at that. Beauty 850. It's called Beat 8. And on it, the sculpture resembles an abstracted depiction of happiness, a cowboy show to the right of the main scene, while the overall composition is well balanced and has a value of 6,800. This, my friends, is an AI Persona Core in one statue. Now she can start working on the smaller ones, hopefully top up that plasteel fund, and then Bob's your uncle and goodbye fucking planet. Definitely, we're getting closer, folks. We're getting closer. We just need somehow being able to sell them. Cisco, are you rested? No. Starbuck, I don't care. You can come out and trade. because you're already, you know, out here. It's easier for you. And here we go. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Why not? We could get it. Ooh. I mean, the only risk it has is to our power cables, and we actually need to repair some power cables here. Power. There. Yeah, we don't really have the steel to spare if our power cables do get. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, let's just deal with this one. Is there any more we have to be worried about? That one should hopefully burn out before it gets anywhere near us. I would like to think, but it is going to ruin all of the spare wood we had there, but yeah, be alright. Go on, Starbuck. You can deal with this. The beavers probably helped here. Are they still mauling through stuff? Or are they gone? No, there they are. Oh, fire. Yay. I mean, rain. Rain is anti-fire. Everybody back to work. Get that art made. I wish there was some way you could prompt. Is there... I don't know, if I get Cisco, if I contact... who are we good with? Loyalist Mesa, they keep sending stuff. So Traders Cliff and White Tree people, let's try that. I've never done this before. Traders Cliff. See if it does anything. Actually, why not? Oof. Disconnect. Fuck that shit. Offer them silver for goodwill. How about you don't attack me, and then our goodwill can just only increase? Sounds like a solid plan to me. And we could probably stop having so many blocks made. I mean, we have a few. Actually, yeah, let's suspend it. Do forever. That's why. It's still just a waiting game, folks. I apologize for this. It is just a waiting game. Like, I am sitting here, sort of being annoyed at, you know, the lack of getting things done. But it could easily turn out that something horrendous happens and we lose everyone. And yet, you know, we've been this close for so long, and we now finally have the art to sell, to get the supplies we need. We're just waiting for people to come that we can talk to sell our stuff. And the game could still turn around and just fuck us over. Simple as. It has the potential to do it. It is RimWorld after all. So yeah. Whilst things may seem mundane and we're just waiting and hoping and praying, all that kind of thing, just give us some trade. It's all we ask for. We're not picky. We're not picky, folks. We do have to be mindful of the fact that this is RimWorld and things could change quickly. Simple as. But defenses seem decent. It's only a shame that we didn't have more raw resources. You know what? Just for the sake of completeness, I am going to mine the interior of this, just in case something was sitting there. It won't be plasteel. I think we would have noticed plasteel. There's nothing up there. There's nothing to find here, or in any of these bits. So yeah, that is basically our only hope. You never know. You never know. I've seen smaller deposits before, and the only way to find out is to mine it. I wonder if I don't know. So we'll see. Rom, find plasteel. That is your one job. To find us what we need. Rom, you're running out of space. Rom. You are useless. All you have to do is find plasteel and an AI persona core, and we'd be fine. You would have got off the plan. Simple as. But no. You're just an idiot. You're just an idiot, Rom. If we needed some more steel, we could probably tear up some of these redundant power cables, but I don't want to do that. We're not desperate for steel. If we somehow get it and Rom can leave with us, then that is perfectly fine. We are getting closer to having the steel to do that. How much is it? It's 500 steel. So another couple of cargo pods, maybe a trader, and we have some spare money. But unless that happens, then Rom will be staying right here on this planet for the rest of his goddamn life. Cisco's back arting because he has nothing to do. There must be another small statue in here somewhere. It's normal. Title, Poem with Cisco, and it's done by Vlad. The art in it is, on the carving is an image of Cisco teaching rescue to a husky as the other colonists do actual work. Like the way do actual work. The husky is represented by a pile of power tools. A grouse in the background seems to symbolize desire. The image somehow expresses both distance and Armageddon. The illustration refers to the training of the husky on the 6th of winter, 5499. And again, I am assuming the dates are broken and there's a value of 500. So, I mean, with that masterwork statue, we are minted. I was kind of hoping that maybe if we could have found enough jade, because we had quite a bit of jade here, but we would never have had enough to make any sort of sculpture. Maybe a small one, but at the time, the likes of Serenity here wouldn't have had that high a skill, so it would have been wasted. It would have been just probably good or normal or something along those lines, and the value would have been drastically reduced. But if we had kept the jade to this stage and then made a jade grand statue and it was masterwork, it's probably worth closer to like 12, 13, 14,000, and definitely one trader, game over. Suppose we can think about, now I'm trying to think, if we're doing the scenario again, what could we do differently? Well, one, I'd be probably max minning the initial characters a wee bit, because I'll be working from an idea of existing characters, based on the TV show, obviously. You'd want to give them, I won't max min to try and get everybody like level 14, this, that and the on, but max min so that they're proficient in stuff, maybe have a passion for some stuff. And yeah, as I said earlier, we'd have, crashed ship components or ship chunks dotted about the map, quite a few actually, sort of just symbolize that crashed ship. I'm trying to think, is there any research text that we could limit? I mean, technically speaking, they shouldn't be allowed the comms console, because if they could make a comms console, they could just communicate for rescue. So you could forbid that from being built, which would be an interesting one, because if it was this kind of map again, then you're going to be on that planet for a while. A long while, because if you're depending on the land caravans to get you your AI persona core or your plasteel, or if you're short of any sort of major resource like that, then you're going to be waiting a while. We've been waiting a while here, and we have comms at the minute. The reason I was allowed comms in this one is because we're stranded in a distant part of the galaxy and they're out of communication range. Just watch Voyager. God damn it, people. Yeah, Quark is making some beer. How much beer? 22 beers. That's what, 9 people, 2 and like a sip each. I mean, if you had no beer, 2 and a sip each, sounds good. Piles of dogs running around. I hate the constant sort of yap coming from them. Kenny gets on annoying after a while, but it's no worse than the goddamn dogs I have to listen to living where I currently live. They are annoying. Why is this not a wall instead? Now this is just getting petty, because the pace is as it is. We don't need to do any of this. So we don't. But we have enough wood. You know what, we're going to floor the rest of the place. Wood floor. You know what, we want to deconstruct these 2 walls first. Come on, go do your job, whoever's job it is. Why aren't you sleeping? Not that I'm complaining you're doing art, but I mean, you should be sleeping. Ah, there must be another small statue over here somewhere. Somewhere here. Normal by Cisco, called Freedom with Devotion. And on it is a carving portrays Setsuko stalking a deer from afar. As the deer relaxes, the deer is looking around as though she senses that something is wrong. The scene takes place inside a small town built near a tree. and the work is shaded in hues of blue and grey. The artwork relates to Setsuko's successful hunt on the 6th of winter. Blah blah blah. More importantly, worth 500. We probably won't get that. It'll be under that, but you know, it'll do the job. Zone area, stockpile zone. Let's expand that to take up to that, and then over the floors, wooden floors, and yeah, let's finish off the interior here, because why not? Is there no floor underneath that? That's irritating. Suppose we can do in here as well. It gives some people something to do for a while, if nothing else. We can make the whole thing look better, I suppose. Mightn't be able to reach some of these back bits, but that's, you know what, let's actually cancel that and that one. They should be able to reach the rest. Well, they can reach that far. Never mind, you won't see it anyway. But you, oh shit. Bollocks. I forgot about this. We just undid our medical floor. That is what we did. We won't be making that back because it needs silver and metal, and we want that for other stuff. That was a small oversight. Just a tiny one. Just a tiny one. And Beaver's still here. Eating all the goddamn trees. I don't think so. A couple of dead animals about. Lots of animals about. Quite a lot of predatory ones as well, but yeah, lots of animals. Nobody's brought them in yet. Kind of surprised. Quality's pretty low on them now. Probably not worth it. Did not realise we had that so close. I mean, if I knew that one. It's probably... This one's probably a bit further away from the base, but we definitely don't have the components in the steel to do it now anyway, so it doesn't matter. Still making all these floors. You're taking your time, people. And hydroponics basin has broken down. Disturbing the dog's sleep. 1400 left on that one. And yeah. Solar flare. That's great. Shuts down all electrical devices. Freezers, heaters, production tables, but luckily, sculptor's table does not require it. And then we have a dry thunderstorm on top of that. Where are you going to screw us over this time, Mr. Thunderstorm? Oof. What we need now is just immediately rain to follow, or snow, or something along those lines, just so we don't have to worry about it. You're really trying to start as big a fire as you can, aren't you? Oh yeah, don't start a fire over here where there is no trees left. Start it over here and burn down the rest of the trees. Yeah, there's the rain we wanted. That is fine. No need to worry about anything else. And we just lost all those crops because obviously too cold, not enough light, all that kind of stuff. But ah well. Ah well. It's turning out we don't really need this storage because we're burning through the food quick enough so that this one keeps relatively empty. So we only have what? Oh, we have 86 findings. Never mind. I thought it only counted like 4 and 10, so I thought it was only like 14. Thought there was only 14. Wood-wise, that probably brought our number down quite a bit. Yeah. Need research, fire. Yeah, I don't care about the fire. Just give me the trader. I really want the trader to arrive. Then considering how long we waited for the last one, it could be a while. Oh, and I just realised we're getting another crop. See, our food stockpile should be fine. It is only the 12th of spring too, so we'll get a couple of goes at this. Ugh, we could finish this research and just to stop this goddamn message. Toxic. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed right now. Right. Restrict. Let's see what our areas are like. Home, too big. Area 1, too small. Area 2. Yeah, everybody area 2. Animals. Animal area 1. Home. Now let's manage that area. So an area, expand light area, animal area 1. Clear light area, animal area 1. Use can stay definitely in the base for now. So use can. I think I only had this limited because various reasons, I can't remember exactly why. Didn't want anybody going out of the walls. So yeah, toxic fallout. Anywhere from a few days to over a month. I wonder which one we'll get. Need to harvest everything we can. Orders. Harvest. And of course they're not ready to harvest. Not that we're short of meds, but needs light level 50%. Not much I can do about it. It is nighttime, I suppose. Fire. Where? Ah. Okay. Probably be concerned about it, but I'm not too worried. Oh shit. That I am worried about. Starbuck. Where are you? Don't care at your sleep. You need to get your gun before it burns away. Today, please. That'd be great. Yep, thank you. Home zone. Suppose that's why. Ugh. Restrict everybody unrestricted for now. Go deal with the fire in your own time, obviously. Because why deal with it now? What is going on? Is it like, oh shit. Boomalopes. They're gonna have toxic buildup. And a mad animal. Jump to location, that's fine. How about, you know what, let's not care about fucking fires. Restrict everyone to area 2. And then someone toggle this. And, you know, fuck the trees. They're only trees. What are we, elves? Turn those on. That should be okay if the squirrel comes in. I just couldn't be arsed dealing with a mad animal. So many things go wrong, even when there's a squirrel or a rabbit or something tiny. Things can just go wrong. Now, she isn't working on something new, is she? No, of course not. Neither is he. Neither is he. Squirrel must have stopped being mad. Unless that's him. Nope, just a wandering squirrel. In that case then, why am I wasting power? So we do have to be careful of people getting toxic buildup, but Manhunter pack. See, you know the way I was saying that things have been going relatively calm. We could have left this planet ages and ages and ages and ages ago if we only had the resources. But that this game could still screw us over. So not only do we have a Manhunter pack that we don't really have to be too worried about, to be honest, because of the toxic buildup. It depends where they set up, but I'm actually going to toggle that power again, because if they rush the traps, we'll be in a bit of a issue. Uh-oh. Come on, keep no, you're too close. Crumbs. Draft. Get over here. Not you, Apollo, you dickhead. They're probably going to get destroyed with that. That's fine. That is fine. Our traps do need reset. We don't have a lot of them left. You know what? That's undraft. He's be fine. He's be fine. He's fine. Don't know what he's going out here for. He's hauling stuff. Suppose that's okay. You're going to drag a few more of these in. There's only a couple of traps left. But guns. Ah, done and done. Nice. Let's go expand allowed area of area 2 to include the traps because we need to reset them and obviously haul on this shit. Hunt. Hunt. You're not forbidden, but you can be hunted. Hunted. I suppose I could have multi-marked these, but... So yeah, we're not short meat anymore. Let's just say that. You can be toggled. And... yeah, traps need reset. But they'll get done. So yeah, that was fun. I suppose since we do have this down here, we won't run out of storage for these bodies, which is fantastic. Because per body we have 87 meat amount, which isn't the most, but is definitely not bad. So yeah, I have to say this episode ended a wee bit more exciting than the last, or than most of the content of the episode, but for the most part, all we had to really deal with was a manhunter pack, and they primarily killed themselves in our defenses. So that was handy enough. Toxic fallout, pain in the ass, but shouldn't be too much of a problem because for the most point our colonists will stay in a side. And yeah, once again, we still do not have the resources we need to get off this planet. Hopefully someday, some year, some decade we will. But until then, we will not find out this episode because this one is over. Please, please, please go away, and until next time, goodbye and good luck.